Here's the news. Get ready for it.
In a shocking turn of events, Blumhouse has retained rights to Halloween and will make the next. Oh,
it's gonna get worse before it gets better. From Cinestealth, which is a scooper account. It's an unofficial, obviously, scooper account. You got to take it with a grain of salt, as the kids say, or pepper or hot spice up your buttholes. Oh. But it's a pretty accurate one. So they say Halloween rumors. There's a TV series, as we know, rumored. This is bad news, to be a Starz original.
Oh, dude!
But it could also end up on Paramount Plus or Hulu.
See,
Hulu's good. I'm good with Hulu. Right. I'm good with Paramount Plus.
And it's not that I don't mind Starz. I actually like Starz. I mean, they let Ash vs. Evil Dead. They let them do what they wanted. They actually kept true to the Evil Dead series.
But they can't keep a show going.
That's the problem. It's so like buried beneath all these other streaming services. Nobody gets Starz. No one does. So that's the problem. If it goes to Starz, and also one of our favorite Heels, it's gone. Was Heels on Starz? No, it wasn't.
Heels was on Starz. Heels. Evil Dead was on Starz.
Yeah.
Great fucking shows. That's the worst possible scenario for me.
Like Heels was one of the best shows that I had watched in recent times. Like one of the best shows. And then they give you a cliffhanger ending that you're never going to get resolution from. Even back in the day when there was one HBO and one Cinemax, nobody really got Starz. It usually came free with when you got a Dish network or something. It came free for a few months. That's the problem. Again, it's just no one's gonna buy it. It'll die on Starz. It will.
Yeah,
it's got to. Yeah, Paramount Plus. I'll take that.
I'll take Paramount Plus because I believe, I could be wrong on this. I have had several apple juices tonight, but I believe that shows like Mayors of Kingstown and some shows like that. I think Yellowstone was on Paramount for a moment. Yeah. They have had some successes with shows. But dude, Halloween is such a big deal. It is not a show that needs to go to any subpar streaming platform. I have my qualms with Netflix. Sure, they cancel great shows way too early, but dude, if Halloween, and I've seen people for months now say Halloween doesn't need to be a TV show. It's better than that. And my argument has been, but TV is so different now with HBO, with the way things go. People put more money into that shit than they do into movies now.
Yeah,
but it's got to go on one of the main ones, or otherwise it's going to feel like a fart in the night. No one's going to care. It's not going to catch fire the way it needs to. It has to go, in my opinion, it has to go to Netflix or it has to go to HBO Max. Maybe Hulu can hold it.
Yeah.
Maybe Paramount can hold it, but I don't like either. Dude, I want Netflix or HBO Max.
I'm a torn butt crack on it. I don't know. I can see both sides of it, that it's too good to be a TV show and that it could work and really just, if they do it right, strengthen the movie franchise overall. But either way, I'd like to see it on, to be fair, and you can say what you want to do. I actually enjoy it. HBO Max. I think it should go to HBO Max. I feel like HBO Max is powerful, and there's something very, oh god damn, HBO Max. It just feels good when you say it's on HBO.
Or just HBO. That's what they're doing with the Pennywise series. They're calling it now. They're calling it an HBO original. It's kind of confusing how they're going to do that, but HBO or Netflix. They're going to be in the mainstay of pop culture. Jake Gyllenhaal, one of the fucking biggest actors in the world right now, is on an Apple TV show called Presumed Innocent, and no one's fucking talking about it because it's just on Apple.
All horseshit too. That's like Apple TV show, and Apple TV subscription is like your mom giving you great value Pop-Tarts. It's horseshit. You were thinking that the entire time when you got home from school, you were going to get regular goddamn cherry Pop-Tarts, and you get home and it's the fucking brown sugar great value brand. And you're like, fuck me in the ass.
Well, dude, don't get me wrong. But Ted Lasso's fucking amazing, but if it was on Netflix, it'd be 10 times fucking bigger.
HBO Max is where it's at. That's where they should be going. Not Paramount Plus. Again, you like Paramount Plus, that's fine. I get it. I just don't like it. Hulu's okay, but HBO Max,
I'd rather have HBO Max.
I want HBO Max.
I agree.
I do. I just feel like there's something powerful. Even Netflix. Netflix feels like the Diet Coke. Then you go to HBO Max and it's like having, hey, bitch, you want some vodka and Red Bulls? Yeah, I do.
I'll take Netflix above all else because it's the biggest
they got
one.
But see, the back in the day, HBO Max has got a budget, so they can give you a great show. Netflix can give you a great show with their budget. Even Amazon can give you a great, because Amazon's got a lot of good original
and that's
programming
even touch
too.
And go, because sometimes they fuck up too.
But I mean, generally speaking, yeah.
On one hand, I really do know how hardcore Halloween fans are, and I know that they're going to flock to this wherever it is. I feel like Halloween fans are so hardcore that if they did a Halloween TV series on fucking organicbuttholes.com, people would sign up and pay $20 a month just to watch the Halloween TV TV series. So like I think there's a chance no matter where it goes. But it makes me super fucking nervous because once you dilute the content, once you dilute it to a certain point, it could really hurt it. Look at what Dimension was doing with Hellraiser and all their content and their IP back in the day. They would just go, fuck it, let's go straight to DVD, and it would kill it. I'm scared to death, and I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I am scared to death that they're going to dilute the Halloween content so much. It's not going to be, it's going to be like Star Wars. It's not going to be, oh, if there's a Halloween movie, it's a huge fucking event and everyone's got to be there for it. Yeah. This is what Star Wars did.
And by the way, I'm just reading the second quote down here where it says this would indicate a period piece unless there's a time jump or something. And then he goes on to say, I assume we'd have to get at least another year's Halloween unless that's the planned tie-in movie that's been teased. Haven't heard Laurie Strode's name mentioned at all, which is great. I don't want Laurie Strode involved at all. We do not need a Laurie Strode origin, a Laurie Strode mention. She's gone. She moved out, Jim. She's not talking to you ever again. So move on with that. Like, I think that they could easily do something like they can mention it in passing on the TV show, which is fine. Yeah. That's okay. Even then, I think it's too much. I don't want Laurie Strode mentioned at all. But if she's mentioned, as long as it's not focused around her or the murder of her sister, like they kind of move past that, and then they're talking about maybe building a little bit of a dynamic relationship between Loomis and Meyer or something like, I don't know, something like that. Just moving past the Laurie Strode thing, that's the direction we need to go in. But
on the other hand of that, there's another part of this that I hate, and that's honestly, it kind of feels like bad news all the way around, because the second part of this was Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis will appear. So they're saying that Dr. Loomis will be a part of this. So they're obviously going to have to recast Pleasance. The story could pick up immediately after the events of the original film and involve Michael being sent to a maximum security prison. Listen, like recasting Loomis was always going to be a huge fucking risk alone. But how many fucking times have we done this? I feel like, just to be honest with you, dude, I feel like if you're going to start a new TV series, the worst possible thing you could do is be like, hey, let's do a requel. Let's let the original stand and start from there. Yeah. Like the best thing, if you're going to do a TV series, you should wash it from a clean slate. You should start anew. Because we've already fucking requeled this thing to death. Like starting from the original it feels kind of like a death sentence to me. Like you should start fresh, tell the whole story anew. And bring in new stuff. Like I hate that idea.
Maybe it's going to be like maybe it'll be like House MD with Dr. Loomis. It'll be inside the asylum, and he'll be like, he goes, "Hey, doctor, my son, there's something wrong with him. Like he looks at dead cats all day long. It's like he's crazy as fuck. Put him on Ritalin. Get him in the room.
This parakeet's been raped."
Yeah, it's like, yeah, anything like they're like House MD. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool the setting to put it in, because like I could see the maximum security prison or the mental asylum would be the actual setting for the first season, and we have to deal with maybe how Dr. Loomis, because that's the thing. Here's the thing. The way that TV show could also make a mistake, which I don't want, is lifting the veil up on the panties too much on Michael. I don't want to see under there. I don't want to see under there. I don't know what he's working with. I don't want to see it, because that's what happened. That's where my critique of the Rob Zombie Halloween came in with both of us, because I feel like the relationship between him and Loomis, like first off, I hated the way that they handled Michael Myers. Fucking shit, I hate that shit. Like the way they did that in the remake, I didn't like that at all. The first 25 minutes, fuck that. So I don't want them to make the same mistake and do that again, because the mystique of Michael is what makes him so interesting. The supernatural aspect. And again, in the original movies, they said Michael just stared at a fucking wall. He never talked. He never did anything. He didn't interact. Like nothing. So if
that was creepier than him just being weird in a prison cell.
So it could only be like maybe they would do a season of Loomis talking about the notes that he took, or something about how maybe the slow realization that he was purely evil. Because remember, in the original movie, Loomis said he spent so much time trying to keep him locked up because he realized that he was evil. But so what made him think that? You know what I mean? Like, what was the full-on realization that Loomis finally figured out this boy is pure evil and we got to keep him locked up at all costs?
Dude, I agree with Stacey James right here, where he says it's just going to be a bunch of filler. And, like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to see what Michael Myers did when he wasn't Michael Myers, when he didn't have the mask, when he wasn't stalking babysitters. I don't want to see him how he was. I want to see Michael Myers. Like, I want to see fucking Michael Myers with the mask, stalking babysitters and doing his thing. I don't want to see him locked up, whatever the fuck. I think this is a huge fucking mistake and a misstep if this is what
I
they do. You're already dealing with multiple reboots, with multiple fucking requels. You're jumping right back into the same thing. Tell the story anew with fresh characters. Michael Myers stays the same. Everything else changes. Maybe keep Dr. Loomis. Sure, if you can find the perfect casting, fine. But other than that, you start fresh, you start anew, and then you can go anywhere with it, you know? And I just fucking hate this idea that they're going to just pick up from the original, do some standard generic ass shit. They're going to give us half-assed Michael Myers, Michael in prison, Michael at Smith's Grove. Like,
it's gonna be Locked Up Raw.
Fingers in your butt.
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, God damn. God damn you, Michael. I said, God damn.
A lot of people don't know the darkness that goes inside their hearts.
I said, God damn. God damn you, Michael.
What are you gonna do on October 31st?